que necesitamos. Y ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and he hasn't said anything. Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best, sacrifice for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! Porque la Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.
How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. Good morning over here in our city of Tijuana. Today is the 28th of April of 2021. Good morning to the people right here in Pacific time. Good evening to everybody. Central time, Mountain time, and East Coast time. Share this video. I don't know why I'm getting censored again. Share this video. Hopefully people will get notifications of this video. Thank you so much for joining. God bless my country of Mexico, my city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think, a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. Thank you so much for everybody that is joining. Share this video out. It's really important information. Before I initiate this live feed, it has brought to my attention by my moderators that a group that is a fan page, an Oscar Blue fan page, has been created, and it is on my page. It is a post that it has been put by my moderators in my page. It also on several pages. They just put the description of this fan page, just for you guys to understand. This is what it was written with this specific post, and I believe that it says okay, it says right here, my moderators brought it to my attention. It says we have been made aware that there is a private group on Facebook called Oscar El Blue fan page. We want to inform you that Oscar is not affiliated with that group. Border Network News is not affiliated with that group. Oscar Blue Facebook admins and moderators are not affiliated with that group. And we hope that anyone that joins will be aware of this. Thank you, Oscar El Blue admin. So just for everybody to know, there's a fan group that I didn't know about. And I'm not affiliated with it. So whoever joins it, it's under your responsibility. Everybody's free to create whatever they want to create, groups that they want to create. But whoever, I'm not affiliated with that group in particular. So I'm just reading what my moderators posted on, my page, and just for everybody to know and everybody to understand what is the situation, with that particular fan group. So thank you. God bless. How's everybody doing? Good morning to everybody. This is extremely important, and if everybody can share this, they will know that these statements that they were released by the ex-ambassador of the United States in our country of Mexico, it is humongous. It is huge. And this statements released by the ex-ambassador of Mexico, practically he is saying who is in charge of our country, where is the corruption. Also, he talks about President AMLO, how he is soft to the subject of the cartels, how, everybody knows that President AMLO have to do with the release of El Chapo Guzman's son's arrest. And ultimately, these statements from the ex-ambassador of the United States in Mexico are extremely important for everybody. Before we start, buy me a coffee. The application is on the top. If people like to contribute to my work, buy me a coffee. And also my PayPal is pinned on the top. So let us read what the ex-ambassador of the United States of America in Mexico said about President AMLO. And it's written in Spanish, but I will try to translate. So a lot of people are saying he doesn't say what Mexicans, he doesn't translate, or he doesn't translate good. Sorry for my accent, for all these people that they get insulted for my accent. And on the top, this is Christopher Landau. For everybody that does not understand, he is the ex-ambassador of the United States of America in Mexico. He was the ambassador of the United States of America in Mexico. His statements that he just gave today are humongous, are huge. They are huge. So let me read them to you so you guys can understand. It says, Christopher Landau, as the ex-ambassador of the United States of Mexico, assures that AMLO, that is the president of Mexico, has adopted a passive attitude against the cartels. This is humongous. This is big. This is humongous. It's big because the ex-ambassador of the United States of America, that he was stationed in our country of Mexico, he is assuring that the president of Mexico has taken a passive attitude against the cartels. And look what he says right here on the bottom. He says that he has adopted a passive attitude against the narco cartels, permitting them to act. Well, he considers that it's a confrontation impossible to win. This is what Christopher Landau has said. And that also he says that the ex-diplomat says that he left his charge and he left his position on the past January, and that López Obrador, the president, is considering to emphasize himself on fighting the cartels, and that is a distraction, as it was the Vietnam War with President Lyndon Johnson and the decades of the 60s. He also signalized that López Obrador is really insisting on avoiding conflict with the cartels. Wow, this is humongous, man. This statement is huge. He's really insisting on avoiding conflict with the cartels, which, look what he says. Look what Christopher Landau says, which the cartels control between 35 and 40% of the Mexican territory. This is, wow, man. Holy cow. He's talking about humongous numbers, 35 to 40%. And also, he assured that there's no doubt that the cartels play a really important place in the government of Mexico. This means political parties, politicians, diplomats, and all of these people, these corrupt parasites of politicians that we have in our country that we have been talking about for the longest time. And he added, he released Ovidio Guzman, the son of Chapo Guzman, because he didn't want to release blood in Culiacan. That was terrible. And to be honest, the Mexican military has been overwhelmed and has been overpassed by weapons. It says right here, there has never been such a disgraceful attack like the attack against Garcia Harfuch in the heart of the city of Mexico. And for my surprise, the government of Central of Mexicans, basically, they did not do anything. It is enough. We are not going to tolerate things like that. Wow. Wow, man. Whew. Holy cow. The ex-ambassador of the United States, talk about draining the swamp. You know what I mean? Talk about trying to drain the swamp. And he just did it with just a couple of statements. He's just doing it right now with just a couple of statements. First and foremost, he's just saying, you know what? This is what it is. AMLO, he has adopted a really passive attitude against the cartels. He let go the son of El Chapo Guzman, which it was a big mistake. There was a humongous attack in the city of the heart of Mexico. He didn't do anything. Then we know that the cartels are involved with the Mexican government and some diplomats and politicians. We know by this, he's practically saying, Christopher Landau, he's saying that the president of Mexico, it is working with the cartels. Practically being transparent about it. And Christopher Landau is not afraid to come out and give a statement like this. This is humongous. This is huge because it is the ex-ambassador. It's not just your typical average guy. It's a guy that it was right there serving time and doing, his job in our country of Mexico. And amazingly, he gives these statements against the president of Mexico because he has not done anything to fight the cartels, which a thing that a lot of live streamers in our country have been commentating on, that AMLO has a lot to do with the cartels, that AMLO is involved with the cartels, that AMLO is being paid off by the cartels. It's humongous. So hopefully, people will understand that this is a reality in our country. And that if the ex-ambassador by the name of Christopher Landau is giving this statement, because something's wrong, people. Something's wrong. And it is catching up, like Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, trying to designate the cartels as terrorists. This is what is happening also. Mayorkas is again in the news. Mayorkas, that is the Secretary of Department of Homeland Security. But again, they are, the new strategy that is this. the United States will limit immigration arrest at courthouses under the Biden administration. Why they want to do this? Why? Do you know why? Now, every day, the current administration of Joe Biden, every day they are changing completely their immigration or their migration or the immigration policies. Every day they're struck of how to fix it and how to go around what it was done, to control this enormous influx. So now, according to the new strategy that it was released by the head of Secretary of Department of Homeland Security, that is Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, He's saying that a change of policy announced on Tuesday by the Department of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, authorizes arrest at courthouses in cases of national security. Whatever happened to the left saying about the past administration, Donald Trump, that he was such a racist? You guys remember that? Coffee. Do you guys remember that? When they were consistently saying, oh no, he's such a racist. But look the flip of the side of it. How he says, I will arrest if it is a case of national security, but the other ones, I will not arrest them. The other ones that they're running away from fear, I will study their case, I will keep them. But the ones that they are a threat to national security, I will arrest them. This is how they water down, the aggravated new policy, with watering it down with a thing that it says, the other ones, the other migrants, I am not going to arrest them. Listen to this new policy that they just put. It says immigration arrests at courthouses will be more limited than they were under President Donald Trump. What happened, leftists? Did I just Am I reading? Guys, am I reading okay with my Mexican accent? Am I reading okay? It says immigration arrests at courthouses will be more limited than they were under President Donald Trump in a change of policy announced on Tuesday by the Biden administration. Wow, that is so racist. That is so narcissist. That is so fascist. That is so xenophobic. Right? So let me just read this. And then it says Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents will no longer be authorized to carry or routine arrests at courthouses. This is why I tell you that they water it down. A practice that Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, said discouraged people from attending court hearings and cooperating with law enforcement. This trying to pander to why migrants did not return back to court and trying to justify themselves on how migrants did not return to court. More than 70% of the migrants that they were on the backbone of the catch and release in the particular time of Donald Trump, 70+% did not return back to court. So now the Democrats, they are trying, and the left in the Biden administration is trying to justify why did they not return to court, because they feel threatened. The migrants felt threatened that if they returned to court, they were going to be arrested. So with this new policy, I'm just a question of time. Oh my God, a question of time for all you leftists. It's just going to be a question of time, because if you're going to implement the catch and release, I'm just going to be here patiently waiting for your numbers to see if the migrant population is going to return back to the court. In case that you're saying that your justification now for them to return back to court is that the Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents will no longer be authorized to carry out a routine of arrest at courthouses. So it is a justification for what happened in the Trump administration. And it says ICE can make arrests at courthouses in cases involving matters of national security or if the person poses a threat to public safety. Agents can also apprehend someone who is the subject of an active pursuit or who authorities suspect may destroy evidence in a criminal case. Mayorkas said in a statement announcing the new policy. The goal, Mayorkas said, it is to balance the fair administration of justice with immigration enforcement. The expansion of civil immigration arrests at courthouses during the prior administration had a chilling effect on individuals. What did I just told you? What did I just told you? Justification for not returning to court. So all of those people now that they did not return to court, that they were released on the catch and release on the past administration of Donald Trump, they're going to say, yes, I was afraid. Yes, I was afraid. I was so afraid to return back to court. That is why I did not return, because I was so afraid of that dictator, Donald Trump. Right? That is the justification now. So, you see, and then he adds this. Some advocates believe that the new policy doesn't go far enough. Noreen Shaw, Senior Advocacy and Policy Counsel for the American Civil Liberties Union, said the exceptions for national security and public safety are too broad, and the mere presence of immigration authorities near courthouses can make people afraid to seek legal protection, whether arrests are made or not. So basically what these people, what the Rashida Tlaibs, that they don't want no prisons and they don't want nothing. So basically what these people want is to be no security absolutely whatsoever in the court. Nobody be carrying a gun. No, es más, don't even wear a uniform of Department of Homeland Security, because it's a part of immigration. It's an immigration court. But I don't want you to be wearing your immigration uniform because it's threatening me. And I don't want you to be wearing an immigration gun because it's threatening me. And I don't want you to be around the immigration building because it makes me think that you're going to arrest me. So it's threatening, it's traumatizing for me. The pandering to the suffering, the oppression, you're harassing me, you're stalking me, you're oppressing me, you're a narcissist, you're a fascist, you're a xenophobic. I have been completely emphatic. I'm telling you guys, this is the new language for the new generation. These new desk writers and journalists, that is how their justifications they go about. That is how they think. Every time, oh my God, I feel so oppressed. Oh my God, he's such a nationalist. Oh my God, that's the way that this is a cornflakes of generation. Really, it is what it is. And this is how they pander to the situation now. It says right here, the Biden administration clearly recognizes the damage done to the immigrant communities. She said, now it must follow through on its commitment and end these harmful practices once and for all. So the new policy, stands to arrest those individuals who are a threat to national security. But it doesn't end right there, people. It doesn't end right there. Look what happens right here. So it doesn't end right there. So it says right here, Mayorkas says that the border is closed. I'm touching on this particular document right here that it was released a little while ago. Let me just post back right here when it was released. It was released on March 21. I'm just remembering what they have been saying for the past 3 months. That they have been consistently changing their mind. Is it going to be open or is it not? Are you going to let in 125,000 or are you going to go back to the 15,000 of the Trump policy? No, we changed it to 62,000. Are you going to invite or you're not going to invite? Are you going to release people when they come to court or are you not going to release people when they come to court? It's a complete fiasco. And now just remembering, just bringing you back this statement from, Alejandro Mayorkas that says the border is closed. Defends Biden immigration strategy. And it says right here, quote unquote, The border is closed. We are expelling families. We are expelling single adults. Mayorkas said on Sunday, NBC News, meet the press, adding that unaccompanied minors should not attempt to make any journey to the U.S.-Mexico border now. We strongly urge, and the message is clear, not to do so now. I cannot overstate the perils of the journey that they take. So they practically remember that debate. Let me try. Remember that debate when when Joe Biden was consistently saying, I will create a better pathway for migrants. When he was saying, I will create a better pathway for migrants. What happened to that? Whatever happened to that statement? I don't know what happened to that. I don't even know. Let me just give you this interview. This interview that it was done this debate. This is the let me just remind you this. All right? Let me just go back because look what this says, man. Mayorkas says the border is closed. Let me read it again. So let me remind you how the lies and how they don't know what to do. Now they change consistently the policies. They are really unstable. Look at the quote right here. The border is closed. We are expelling families. We're expelling single adults. Meet the press, adding the unaccompanied minors should not attempt to make any journey to the U.S.-Mexico border now. We strongly urge, as the message is clear, not to do so now. I cannot overstate the perils of the journey that they take. I'm gonna do an example right now. A hypothetical example. Hypothetically. Totally hypothetical example. I want you to understand right here. If I put the face on this guy, if I take the face of Mayorkas, and if I put the face of Donald Trump right there, with these statements, take the face of Mayorkas right here, and put the face of Donald Trump. With these statements that he just gave, what do you think that it would be happening right now? Question mark. What do you think that it will be happening right now? What do you think? Do you think that it will call him a racist? You think that it will call him, oh, he's such a fascist, narcissist, misogynist? What do you think it would happen if you take these statements that Mayorkas just did and put the face of Donald Trump? What do you think? It will fit the narrative of the left? No, right? And they don't talk about it. Nobody says nothing about it. But look at the statements that Mayorkas just made and look at the mess that has been happening in these past 3 months with immigration. There is a total catastrophe how they have been so incompetent to manage, the current situation. And look at this. Let me remind you this. This was on the 27th of June. Let me remind you this, just for everybody to know. This is a reminder, just to remind you guys on that particular stage. Listen to this and to those statements, and now to Jen Psaki trying to militarize the borders. Remember? Not too long ago, 2-3 weeks ago, Jen Psaki, I will militarize Mexico with 28,000. I will militarize Honduras with 8,000. I will militarize Guatemala with 1,500. I will militarize everything. No, the border is not open, Mayorkas is saying. Listen to this. This was on his debate. Whatever happened to this, Joe Biden? You have been deporting people. Been having problems with the sound. It's kind of annoying to have problems with the sound. Really, it is. Let me just see if I can get a little bit of more sound right here. Been having problems with the sound in a couple of days. Let me just see if I can get the sound right here to go. It's a little bit low. Yes, the audio is really low. So I don't think that I will be able to play this video. But practically, if you look up this video, he's just practically saying everything that is, it's the flip side of what is happening right now. He's saying that the Barack Obama administration deported more Mexicans in history and Latinos in history. And then he says the Barack Obama administration did a heck of a job deporting and separating families. I believe so. That's the heck of a job that he did. And you're saying, and they're telling, if there are undocumented people right here, would they be deported and they be returned back home? You saying no, and they are being returned back home right now. And you're just told everybody right now that the border is closed. And then you went on a debate with Donald Trump saying that coyotes do not exist. That coyotes is, and a lot of Democrats were like, oh my God, Dorothy. Did you heard what Donald Trump was saying the other day? And they're like, what he was saying, Dorothy, that it was like coyotes crossing kids. Like, that is an animal, for God's sake. That is an animal. That's completely an animal. Like, oh my God, like, kids don't jump on animals and they cross today. Wow. So nobody was talking about coyotes, right? And polleros. Remember that a lot of these people, they don't even know about coyotes and polleros, right? So now, because things got out of hand, now because things got out of control in this current administration, now because they don't know what to do, now because it is in the eyes of the world, and the world is watching, that there's a lot of children, unaccompanied children arriving, and a lot of trafficked children arriving to the border. And now that it has been completely shown to the public by 18 senators that the organized crime is working on the other side of the border, and now that it has been shown to the world that this is a really insecure border and there is a crisis, guess how they're trying to fix it? And I'm going to applaud this. But this is a document that has been released by the Department of Homeland Security. And it is the new statement, according to the Department of Homeland Security, released on April 27th of 2021. The Sentinel operation, it is called, to stop traffickers and to stop coyotes. Now, all of a sudden, in the Biden administration, they exist, right? It's not that they did not know. It's the way that they win people's votes and the way that they win the people, right? Because if you say that you're going to create a better pathway, you're going to create this, you're going to create that, so everybody's going to be like, wow, man, he's going to create a better pathway for migrants. Let's vote for that. Let's vote for him. Let's vote for that. But all of a sudden, now you change the perspective. Because you say, no, they're not crossing with coyotes. You are so insensitive. All these people are running and la, la, la. We know that they are running, a lot of them from fear, but a lot of the children are being trafficked. Yes, they are. And there are families that they're being made to cross. Yes, they are. Don't lie about it. It's a fact. You are so insensitive to this. You put in danger lives and lives. You should be locked up. Wow, my God. To talk about the truth of what is happening now. So the Department of Homeland Security, with the new strategy, excuse my language, the new strategy of Alejandro Mayorkas, It says right here, this document, DHS announces operation to target criminal smuggling organizations. For God's sake, eso, carajo. Eso quería que hicieran. Así sí me gusta. Congratulations, man. Thank you so much for doing it. And hopefully, Mr. Mayorkas, you will know that a lot of these smuggling organizations, they are nonprofits. And hopefully you will know that a lot of these smuggling people, they are U.S. Americans, that they're coming over here and they're playing the humanitarian card to help. Hopefully, Senor Mayorkas, but I'm happy for this plan. And it says, the Secretary of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, today announced a new counter network targeting operation focused on transnational criminal organizations affiliated, ay, qué bonito, affiliated with the smuggling of migrants. And he adds right here, quote unquote, it says, transnational criminal organizations put profit over human life with devastating consequences, said Secretary Mayorkas. With the help of our federal and foreign partners, we aim to cut off access that profit by denying these criminals the ability to engage in travel, trade, and finance in the United States. We intend to disrupt every facet of the logistical network that these organizations use to succeed. Oh my God, thank you so much. Eso, Señor Mayorkas. Échele ganas. When you're trying to do that, that's what we're all about. Fighting against the child trafficking, fighting against the abuse of migrants by these big organizations, but most of it against these activists from the United States that they're coming, profiting, instigating, motivating, and cheating on your immigration law. It's extremely important that the Department of Homeland Security knows of what these nonprofit organizations that they are stationed, Senor Mayorkas, in your country of the United States of America are doing over here. It's extremely important that you know that everything that is being handled is being manipulated by nonprofits, and ultimately the nonprofits, some of them really bad nonprofits, some of them are really good, but some of them are really bad. These nonprofits are with the organized crime working. Hope you know you have so many agencies that you can investigate. You have so many hands that they can help you. I am so happy that you're doing this. And it's called the Sentinel operation. And it says right here, the new anti-smuggling effort called Operation Sentinel is a collaborated effort with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, of Homeland Security Investigations, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, the U.S. Department of State, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation and Drug Enforcement Administration of the Department of Homeland of Justice. Everybody's involved in it. Eso, échele ganas. Everybody. And it says, quote unquote, smuggling operations continue to lie and exploit vulnerable populations to promote their criminal enterprise. The health and safety of migrants does not influence their lucrative ambition. What have I been saying? What have I been saying for the past months? The most lucrative business right now is the asylum and refugee cases. This is why a lot of nonprofits, they don't want the migrants to leave a migrant camp. Money. Waiting for the $4 billion, huh? I just, want to give a quick shout out to El Señor Canchola of immigration, in charge of immigration in Tijuana, that, more than likely in the next months is going to move that camp to a really secure area where there's going to be authorities from Mexico securing the security of the migrants, not civil police, not individuals that a guy from the United States comes and gives money to them to just protect the camp. No, the authority of Mexico, the one that should be in charge. And then it goes out and saying by this, ICE agents combat cross-border criminal activity every day to ensure the overall safety, security, and well-being of our nation. This is a great statement by Senor Mayorkas. Although a lot of people don't like him, a lot of people do like him, but this is a great statement for everybody that is a Republican. I don't care if you like it or not. This is a great statement, and it is a great start to stop child trafficking, human smuggling, coyotes, and nonprofit organizations. Now, the question of the matter is if they follow through. That is the question. But a Sentinel, operation, that's the name of this operation that is going to be called. It is a great asset to all the people that they have been screaming to help, to stop the trafficking of children, the unaccompanied minors, the fake families, and all of this. This is a great statement by, the Secretary of Department of Homeland Security. And he says this: collaborating on this endeavor with our partners amplifies our ability to disrupt and dismantle these criminal organizations that exploit and dehumanize people, said the acting ICE Director Ted D. Johnson. Look what their statements are. We are proud to be part of this effort to stop transnational criminal organizations and their networks. What does this tell you? They know who are these nonprofits, how they are operating in a foreign country, and they know now, they understand now how it is the chain of command and how it is being managed. And they say this, says we are proud to be part of this effort to stop transnational criminal organizations and their networks from smuggling human beings across their borders, said Acting Assistant Secretary Consul Affairs Ian Brownlee. Partner Operation Sentinel will target personal and identifiable resources that transnational criminal organizations require to operate, utilizing the full breadth of domestic and foreign authorities, data, analytic capability, and capacity. Operation Sentinel will map the organization's networks, target their members, associates, and assets, and employ a series of targeted actions and sanctions against them. Examples of these actions include revocation of travel documents, suspension and debarment of trade entities, and freezing bank accounts and other financial assets tied to the TCO logistical networks. Híjole. There's a question here. Do you think this will end people not showing to court? That has nothing to do with what I just read. It's a total different subject. This people, it is to stop practically, I understand what his main goal is. Not only to disrupt, the logistical process of, the smuggling. Is not only to disrupt that, but also ultimately to stop the process of how this geographics and their logistics has been working for the longest time of nonprofits that are located in the United States of America. And they know that there's a lot of people that they are in the United States that they're working exclusively with the organized crime in Mexico, or how they are cheating on how to smuggle. This is unbelievable news. This is great news. And I don't care if you are, if you don't like it, because if it's been done by Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. One of the things that I only have respected of this man is this. This is the best statement that has been released by the Secretary of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas. This is the best statement because right here at Border Network News, we are reporters and broadcasters that we stand against the abuse of migrants and the child trafficking that is occurring in the borders. So if this would have been done and the Trump administration also, that they were attacking this, I would applaud this. I would applaud this. This is being done right now, and the Biden administration is nothing have to do with Biden, has nothing to do with Kamala. It has to do with the Department of Homeland Security standing their ground and protecting their borders and protecting the United States citizens and protecting their country and stopping and helping humanity to not be abused anymore on Operation Sentinel. That this will completely disrupt the operation and the logistics of these organized crime organizations. It's amazing. It's just amazing because I believe that now the Border Patrol, the United States Customs, and the whole Department of Homeland Security practically is telling, the Biden administration, we had enough, man. It's just, this is not working. The policy that you were trying to implement of letting 125,000, look at the mess. Look at the mess that it has caused. It's not working. So we need to, finish this. They're profiting. It's a multi-billion business. Multi-billion business. They're profiting out of children. They're profiting out of families. These nonprofits, they are profiting out of this. They have recognized that they are under the understanding and the assumption that this is an organized collaboration. It's like a company. They know how to fake the marriage. They know how to fake the family. The whole logistics. It's just unbelievable. This is the best statement for me of Alejandro Mayorkas. Whether you are right now, oh my God, the volume went there for a little bit. Whether you are a Republican or a Democrat, leave that alone and just worry about the safety of the people and stopping the enormous child trafficking and stopping the enormous human trafficking and human smuggling and child smuggling. To stopping that, concentrate on that and the abuse of human beings. And this is a policy that is not for a political party, is to help border security and ultimately to end this migrant slavery, man, that is occurring right now on the other side of the border. That is my country of Mexico, where I live. And also it's occurring in Guatemala, and it is happening in Honduras, and it happening in Salvador. It's happening in Nicaragua. It is happening all around Central America. That's the crazy thing about this. That is the most crazy thing about this. That now, it's as I was telling you when I started, they did not know what they were getting themselves into. They thought that it was going to be real easy, like these, writers and activist people that they live in the United States, but they say that they try to bring their communistic ideas into another country. It is just stupidity. Calling, George Soros a philanthropist. Look at that. Calling George Soros a philanthropist. Oh my God. Hijo de la fregada. I don't. Helping humanity, like the way that they're traveling from on foot on a caravan. That is your philanthropy right there. The migrant camp right now, if I show it to you, that is the philanthropy of George Soros. The struggling and also the hunger that Haitians, 11,000 Haitians, they're suffering right now in Tapachula without food, without work. That is your philanthropy. Why, no, hombre. Híjole. La psicología de esta gente está totalmente revuelta para la jodida. They have the world upside down. It's just amazing. But this, I don't know how the left is going to react. Now, I want to ask another question to the audience, to our audience, the Oscar Blue audience, for everybody that is watching. If this statement was released on the Trump administration, what do you think the Democrats will be saying right now? I will read your answers. Really, I will wait. We're 51 minutes into the live feed. I will wait and read your answers. If you guys want to cooperate with me on the live feed, there's a right here a comment, and even I will post your comments right here. It says right here, and MN Port Dog says, "Oh, you know, it will be all over him, calling him a racist and more." Rain right here says, Rain right here. Where are you, Rain? Right here says they will be losing their minds. Exactly. Another one right here, Sherry Angel 60, that he is a xenophobe. Nana Rose right here saying they will be saying that he's inhumane or inhuman. Lisa Bradley right here it says they will accuse him of what they're doing, like they have so many times. It's amazing how this is to protect the border, but if it would have been the past administration, you know, he's a hate monger. He's oh my God, he's a dictator. He's against the migrants. I want to put this comment right here on blast, and I want to say thank you. You know, Susan Holding, thank you so much. You do not have much of a Mexican accent. Your English is excellent. And, you know, I want to add this to a statement that it was released in the Bannon show. I would like to add this, and I will be clear about this. And I will be transparent and clear about it. And I think that it's time for me to say it. And I will be honest with you guys. In the Bannon show, I was in the Bannon show in Yuma. And as you know, there were 4 migrants coming up the mountain. And I approached them and I said, you know, they're not from here. They're not, you know, they don't know how to speak Spanish. I believe that they're Middle Eastern. And there's a activist writer that is saying, you know, he's assuming, he's under assumptions and all this kind of stuff. I would like to tell you guys that I know how to speak a little bit of Arabic. For a lot of people that they are going to be surprised. Oh my God, he is a radical. No. I know how to speak a little bit of Arabic. So, for your understanding, if you're watching me right now, I approached the migrants and I said, hey, where are you coming from? And, you know, they say, they stay quiet. And I said, oh, you know what? Go ahead. And one of the migrants said, shukran. That is, thank you. So I knew by that moment who it was coming in. Just for your understanding. ¿No sabías eso, ah? No sabías eso. Cuando quieras hablar conmigo y quieras platicar conmigo de eso, you have my phone number. You didn't know that, right? You didn't know that? I'm full of surprises. Una cajita mágica tengo ahí. I'm full with surprises. You don't even know. God bless everybody that is watching. Thank you so much for the person that is saying, you know, that is saying that my accent is not that noticeable. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's an honor for me to hear that out. So this is unbelievable, man. This is unbelievable of what is happening right now with the Department of Homeland Security. I believe that this is This is the best statement of Alejandro Mayorkas that I have heard. And it is, it is one of the greatest statements that I have heard of him trying to talk, trying to stop. I'm sorry, trying to stop child trafficking, child smuggling. And I believe that is a huge, humongous step to stop this. Congratulations to Alejandro Mayorkas on this, on this statement that you have released. I'm so excited for this. I will be following Sentinel operation now. I will be following Sentinel operation. So, it will be really important that we follow every step of what they're doing, how they're working, the operation, Sentinel operation. So it will be really important how they are developing across the border, how they're coming across, which arrests they're doing, how they are filtering some organizations, how they are, stopping some nonprofits that they're colliding and working with, the organized crime, or they are speculated that they're doing something wrong. It will be absolutely amazing if we found out about that. So I'll be following real closely. I'll be following real closely the statements of Sentinel, the Sentinel operation. Thank you so much for joining this live feed. That's a great news, man. That's a great news for me that I'm on the other side of the, on the other side of the country, that a person from the Department of Homeland Security is doing something about it, man. It's great news for every single person that has suffered and gone through. Man, I have interviewed so many migrants that they have suffered about this. It's just horrific, their stories, man. Horrific. I remember one interview that is the one that is always going to stay in my mind and is never going to go away. It was a migrant that she was from Guatemala. She was promised that she was going to accomplish the asylum with her son into the United States of America. And I have that interviewed. I have that interview. She was captured by a coyote in Guatemala, promised her that she was going to be crossed. She was kidnapped through several different states with her son. She was kidnapped at a place that they were hurting, torturing people. By any means, she escaped with other migrants. Some of them made it, if you know what I mean. Some of them did not make it. She escaped with her son and managed to accomplish getting to the border. It was a horrific story, as you're hearing it from her voice. It's just sad to hear this. But you got the globalist compact of immigration, which is pushing this immigration of influx. And you got individuals that are saying, George Soros is a philanthropist. Oh my God. If you tell a migrant like this, do you think that this guy is a philanthropist that is helping you guys after all what you have been going through? He gives money. He's just giving money. Philanthropist. Órale, Simón. Amazing, huh? God bless everybody that is watching. Thank you so much for joining. You can follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero. You can follow him and all the platforms that exist in the world and in the planet and Mars. Every platform, he's in there. You can follow me, Oscar L. Blue. You can follow me in Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, and Rumble. Buy me a coffee. The app is right there on the top. If you think that this information, it contributes to you think my information and my reporting, if you want to contribute to my reporting, independent reporting, right there. Buy me a copy, and my PayPal is on the top. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Have a beautiful day. Follow also Ben Berquam of Real America's Boys News, and also follow Will Johnson of United America First. Follow all people that they are broadcasting about this, man. Thank you so much. Stay safe, and like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country's first. Viva Mexico, y por siempre Mexico, and God bless the United States of America. Nos vemos pronto.
Y ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and he hasn't said anything. Espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best, basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! Porque la Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.